MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
MotorWeek is in Germany driving the all-new, all-electric, and highly anticipated Porsche Taycan. Let's go. As part of a very small group of auto writers, we went behind the scenes at a research and development facility near Stuttgart and were among the first to experience the big jolt Porsche will soon deliver to EV performance. This is a late-stage prototype, so there's still some camouflage inside and out, and some rules we have to follow about what we can and cannot show you yet. Porsche says the name Taycan originates from Turkic, a language spoken in Central Asia. The rough translation is soul of a spirited young horse, which fits in with the horse that has been at the heart of the Porsche crest for more than 65 years. But the Porsche DNA goes far beyond the badge, and the Taycan's lively dynamics easily lived up to its name during our first drive through the German countryside. Porsche's first electric car evolved from the Mission E concept unveiled at the 2015 Frankfurt Motor Show. Two permanently activated synchronous motors, one on each axle, generate more than 600 horsepower going to all four wheels. Along a winding road, this electrifying machine moved like one of the brand's finely tuned sports cars, while the optional Porsche dynamic chassis control and three-chamber air suspension kept us engaged and comfortable. The 800-volt architecture is energized by the battery under the floor, producing more than 300 miles of electric range. The battery creates a low center of gravity, and even in this position, the Taycan's hunkered-down sporty stance makes the car feel one with the road. So we just finished driving the Porsche Taycan for the very first time, and this is what I can tell you. For those of us who like that nice pushback into the seat from a healthy dose of torque, the Taycan definitely delivers. The wave of torque is instant, it's strong, and it just keeps coming. But it is really about more than just speed. It is a Porsche after all, and it handles speed well. Out on the road, it felt very stable, it was very dynamic, it was very nimble, and the low center of gravity really gave you good contact with the road and really made the car feel planted, especially going through the curves. The steering is precise with the heft of a sports car. On the track, an engineer did the driving, but even as a passenger, you quickly sense the potent thrust, with rear axle steering and a center of gravity lower than a 911.
Sideways in here.
The Taycan swept through the corners with the agility of an athlete and unbelievable balance. Porsche says the design of the motors, coupled with the cooling, allows for a continuous level of power. They claim 0 to 60 races by in significantly less than 3.5 seconds. Launch control forcefully brings those numbers to life.
Left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle, and then launch control active, and watch out. You can't get enough of that.
No.
Every time I do this, it's just, you just need to love.
What feels like a ton of torque throws you back into the seat, while the Taycan rockets down the straightaway like a missile on a mission. At the end of the stretch, the Taycan topped out at 158 miles an hour. Engineers recorded the actual sound of the electric motors and then enhanced it. Porsche was very careful not to make it sound fake, so the naturally sounding acceleration becomes more prominent in the sportier drive modes without being overwhelming. And you can turn it off if you want. There's still a lot to learn and experience about Porsche's secret EV weapon, and we'll know more after the world premiere in just a few days. But for now, with the air easily flowing over the smooth skin and a strong current surging through this sleek coupish sedan, what remains most important is the Taycan feels like a Porsche, making the outlook for electric driving even more enticing. We'll have more on the 2020 Porsche Taycan coming up on MotorWeek.